This was a fair hand until I got Inquisitioned. Still pretty fair. Can't take out my Luxon Smiter, so I still have a 3-drop. I'll still have a 2-drop regardless of what he takes. Either in, the voice or the Tarmogoyf. Neither one is good if he's like Jund or Junk or something. Neither one's good for him. I wonder how much these ones cost, this Therese Nelson lands on MTGO. I wonder how much they cost. Like a fair penny? I prefer, my Shadowmoor lands. But that's because if you don't know, look at that icon right there. What is it? It's not a saw, it's not a bat, it's a pumpkin head. So that's my reasoning. Yeah, the Goyf I think is probably the best grab off of it. Watch be 8-rack. I haven't seen 8-rack in a while. Just drew the next Goyf. That's how this rolls. If you didn't know, you just draw Goyfs and stuff, whatever. I guess it's true that I didn't actually have a way to cast those stuff. I didn't really look at that right away. But yes, that's what we're gonna want to go for. We still have Noctail. We still have a way to do Tarmogoyf next turn. Tarmogoyf will still be pretty big. So that's worth noting. Birds, huh? Birds. Birds kinda is worth casting here, because then it allows us to do other stuff. If we cast a Birds, that'll give us 4 mana in total, which then we can cast a... We can't cast a Voice and a Tarmogoyf either. I'm gonna attack. We know what he is. He's either Junk or Rock or some kind of brick deck. We need to actually just start being aggressive in order to get through this then. The reason why I didn't cast him prior, if I wanted him to block, I might have casted him prior. But yeah, I kind of can't slow down, because if I try to play the mid-range game, he's just going to kick my ass. And I want Dark Confidant to exist here. Terminate means he's going to have to go for red. I don't think he's going to grab a basic if he does it, so he's still going to be at least 3 damage to kill off my Tarmogoyf. 2 damage to kill off my Tarmogoyf. Not the worst thing in the world, but it also takes up his turn, probably. There's nothing I don't think he can do for a basic 1/4. He's not running nobles. Yeah, swinging for 2 seems to be the best bet, although you could hold it back. The truth is, you get in weird situations with the kind of speedy start with Zoo that you would have rather Knight. Alright, so I would have preferred to have that Birds. Where you would have preferred to keep your Dark Confidant untapped, so that way you can block with it. Because I can get in a situation where I might validly kill him just by letting him kill himself. This Dark Confidant. I've been in those situations where if you get in a stall, it's actually more relevant to keep that Dark Confidant alive. Blackleaf Cliffs. Alright, so that'll be coming into play tapped if he uses it anyways, so it's not hugely relevant currently. Bolt. Okay. Probably swinging for 2. I just can't see any reason not to. Yeah, we gotta cast a Knight here. Make our mana worth a damn. It dies to Bolt, which I'm not thrilled by, but I need this basic to be a dual land. Kind of upset it's not. Overgrown Tomb. Alright, so he's hitting the lands like I don't necessarily want, but he's got them. He's got them. I'm sure he's got the way to kill off my Knight as well. But assuming he doesn't get any life gain, we actually aren't in the worst situation in the world here. So he's gonna tick down with Lily, I'm sure. And if we have to sacrifice a creature, we're gonna sacrifice the Birds. I mean, yeah, he could. Yeah, he's got it both killed, so it doesn't matter. Alright, well, I'm gonna cast... This basic's killing us over here. Normally it's fine. It's not, like, totally an issue. My lands have just been horrible lately. The thing is, he can't go up with Lily. I'm gonna keep my Luxodon in hand, because to make him not be able to go up with Lily. He might forget that he's got it, which is my hope. If he swings with Dark Confidant, I'm not gonna block it. Totally fine. Another Reliquary. I think I actually need to keep this Dark Confidant alive as long as possible here. Because I could swing, he's going to block though, and I'm not going to get any damage, and then he's going to find some way around things. My best bet is to actually just not attack, and I hope that his Dark Confidant will kill himself. It's pretty high hope over here, I'm going to admit. But he would eventually need to use his own removal spell on it. Tasigur! Oh, goodness! Now it is not a high hope at all that he'll kill himself. If he plus ones with Lily, then I get to put a free smiter out. Which is great. I mean, he has to kill off his own Terminate to do that. I'm not going to let him have his own removal spell. I'm going to make him kill himself with Dark Confidant. But yeah, just basically I just block for a while here. Yeah, we'll just get rid of that Tasker right now. Seems to be the correct play here. I can't cast anything else anyways. So yeah, getting rid of the Tasker before he has a chance to activate it and get his Terminates out to get his Dark Confidant out of the works. It also, if I was him, I wouldn't put a land into play, because he's lowering his chances of living. If I was him, I would have upped the Lily. I mean, he's got blockers. We'll see what happens here, though. Come on, Death by Dark Confidant. Score! Greatness at any cost, guys. Greatness at any costs. Yes, absolutely the right play that I did was not attacking to let Dark Confidant hopefully kill himself. He's running Tassinger, and that's just tough to run with Dark Confidant for those specific reasons. You go from almost a unlosable situation to suddenly losable. I mean, Tassinger, what is it, 6 mana, 6 damage? That's better than Tribal Flames. You know, it's better than Tribal Flames, guys. But yeah, I just wouldn't attack. He'd have to +1, and then I get to put out the Smiter for free. So there's that basic mountain that was really punishing us there. Alright, we're against Jund. What do we do against Jund? Bring in these guys. His mana base was all sorts of screwed up. But we don't want to give him red. I guess we bring in Thalios too. It's not like they're awful here. What do we take out? Bolts are less useful here. Kind of willing to cut all of them. Gotta keep the paths. I guess the Pride Mages are not so great here either. So, yeah. Win via Dark Confidant Suicide. We've just been having trouble with mana all day long, and it's not even the mana base, it's just terrible hands. Alright, we're going to go for a, probably a basic, just to scare him, just to put the fear in him. Although he's running, Fulminator Mages in the main. Dark Confidant. Guy did not learn from his mistake. Seems fine, though. Alright, so we have another basic. So we have another way to get more basics. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and grab a basic. I really want him to be scared that he's about to get Blood Mooned. And sort of screw his mana a little bit for it. So we get a Tarmogoyf here. Alright, land bolt my Tarmogoyf, put your own Tarmogoyf in there is a strong play. But that's not what's going to happen. No land? Is he stuck on 2? Pretty good. If he's stuck on 2, then we're in a pretty alright position then. Let's see here. We're going to want red. Yeah, so this is the best way to work with our Stomping Ground in our hand. We got a 5/5. He might have removal. I mean, he probably does. He's Jund. It's worth trying. Lightning Bolt is not going to be the removal that works for Land Oracle. Terminate will work. Yep. What are you, an aggro deck, man? No land, though, which is still kind of nice to see. Fiery Justice. I don't think I want to use that quite yet. Not quite yet. Horizon Canopy probably is what we want to play. Then add a Tarmogoyf into the field. Dark Confidant is probably not what he wants. He needs lands. Oddly enough, I'm further enough on mana that if he misses mana yet again, I mean, granted, he'll probably have removal 3 Terminates. It's probably all the Terminates in his deck. We can still technically win, maybe. He didn't put any mana out there yet, so fair chance he didn't get any. Wow, he didn't. Alright. Let's draw a card. Scavenging Ooze. I like the Ooze here. I do like Ooze here. It doesn't get us out of bolt range. That's a problem, because we're not going to be able to cast it and get out of bolt range right away. We know he's got a bolt in hand, so we don't want to turn on his bolt if we can help it. So we're going to have to go with the Luxodon Smiter. Yeah, we're going to have to go with the Luxodon Smiter, and then Stomping Ground next turn, gain life. Bloodstained Mire, so he's finally got access to land. But does he go for a red land? That's the question. Goes for a black. Yeah, I scared him into going for basics. Leon of the Veil, sure. Sure. See you later. Alright, we know that he's going to have to +1 next turn with Lily, which is good for us. We know that he's out, he can't get out of this with the bolt. That's why I waited, by the way, to put down the extra land. Verdant Catacombs. Alright, he's hitting his lands now. He probably has a grip of removal. Regardless, he'll probably +1 with Lily, and we'll just put the. Oh, does he have just bolts? Bolts for the win. Which would be a shame, but he had enough 1-for-1 removal, and we couldn't cast the guys that we wanted to in order. Yep, that'll do it. Shame, shame. Because we probably would have gotten our tempo back after that, but, you know, that's fine. We also are 100% sure we've got the fear of Blood Moon for him. He's totally afraid of the Blood Moon. Which is why I was cracking that certain way. It's just a little bit of a mind game to add on to it. I don't know if it will matter, but maybe. Would I like to play first? Yes, I would. Would I keep this hand? Yes, I will. This is most definitely a keepable hand. Yeah, we're just gonna go balls to the walls over here. I would like to trick him into believing that I've got ways to, you know, get around stuff, but I don't. I do not. Alright, so we're gonna be seeing either a bolt. Yeah, we're seeing a bolt here. Fair enough. Alright, we're going to go most efficient as far as my mana is concerned. I'm going to put down the Scavenging Ooze. If we're falling into the game plan of just him doing one removal after another until he puts down a bomb and we've got nothing and we're just dry, you know, we got to play that game with the hand that we've been dealt. Especially after already mulling once. Yep. Terminate? No. Abrupt Decay? Scooz. Scoozles. Voice of Resurgence would be nice to cast here. I'm not gonna do it though. If he wastes his mana to bolt my guy, do I just path it? If he wastes his mana to, I'm sorry, to either kill my dude or, you know, I think we try to put down this guy if we can. Not gonna use him quite yet. Here's a situation where he's actually better than I mean, he can get bolted and then get eaten, which would kind of stinky poo-poo. But that takes up his turn. Tarmogoyf, huh? Okay. Seems totally fair. Killing off his Tarmogoyf seems like a great play here. And then like even having a path mana now. We're just eating the yeah. That's awesome. All right, so that was great. One of my main reasons I'm playing this, by the way, is just to test out like just literally that. Eat the Tarmogoyf. Swing. Bada bada. So that worked great. Basically, I pathed without any drawback. His 3 mana. I guess I would have. I guess what would the correct thing if you did that? Kitchen Finks, sure. That can get pathed. Or get killed and then eaten on the stack. Alright, that'll get rid of that. Alright, so it'll probably be pathed. Ooh. What do we do here? We have options. I just wish we had one more mana. I guess pathing and eating is the best bet here. We'll let him block with Finks and then eat it if he wants it. Or we'll let him double block. No? Fair enough. Fair enough. He can't kill Finks yet. Finks only dies when he blocks. I have to eat my guy to avoid him from you know, evolving his dude. Probably should have did that beforehand, but, you know, I was offering him the chance to do it. Plus, I might have had things I wanted to do with my mana. I am going to path the Finks. Probably on attacks. So that's why I didn't cast my Voice of Resurgence. He's going to be going pretty low with his mana. Get a basic, yeah. So I did put the scare in him. Which seems fine. I was hoping he was going to leave back the Finks. That's fine to swing for 2. I don't really care about that at all. He might have the removal spell. Let's offer him the chance to have the removal spell. Raging Ravine. So he's literally going to block a land. That means he doesn't have any removal spells in hand. So my best bet, unless he's got a bolt as well. No, he should have used it then. My best bet is to cast Tracker and also to cast the Voice of Resurgence. Not block with Voice of Resurgence, by the way. But this will allow me to kill off his creature. So far, Tracker's been proven itself to be better than Grim Lavamancer. In just even the one situation that I brought it in. I win the match! And dude, it was most definitely off of Tracker's back. The fact that I didn't have to eat my graveyard to do it, the fact that I was able to kill off his dudes while simultaneously eat my own stuff at just 3 mana. Fantastic. Yeah, we won that one pretty well. Huh. I'm surprised that we won it that well.